What's up, all my fellow fragrance lovers? This is B, the Outlier, and today we have a very interesting video for you. We're going to be talking about my 3 favorite places to get colognes from. I'm going to tell you guys my reasons why this is my favorites, and I'm going to tell you what's going on with these places. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly about all of these places. Now, I know you guys are fragrance lovers just like me, and we all have issues, my people. Fragrance lovers, we have an addiction just like any other addiction, and we need that thing scratched. It's an itch that we need scratched. And when we need that, we want it to happen fast. We need a huge variation of different things. And we also like to get perks with some of the things that we purchase. And this list is going to be a perfect balance from which I find from every single category that I just spoke about. But before we get into any of that, I'm going to need you guys to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, let this algorithm know that this is a video that everybody needs to watch, my people. These are my 3 favorite places to get cologne, and we're going to start it from the bottom, my people. All right, so let's go to number 3. My number 3 place to go and get my fragrances from is Scent Split, my people. Now, Scent Split is a place that I've been going to a lot lately. I really like Scent Split because a couple reasons, right? So the first reason I like it is because they have a huge selection. What I mean by that is that you can type in anything in the search engine and find almost any doggone thing that you want, my people. I mean, you can find the ultra niche of the niche fragrances over there, and they have different prices for them, and they're pretty good. I just bought the Raja Lux. That thing costs, if you guys know, like $3,500 around there for the full bottle. But I was able to buy a small little sample size of it, and I could taste the luxury life off of a fraction of the price. So that's one of the reasons why I like it. You also got different sizes. You could get smaller, you could get medium size, you could also get the full bottles. So on that level, you could definitely sit on that page and get a lot. Usually what I like to do is I'll go onto YouTube and I'll look at some of these fragrance guys pages, and I'll see some of the stuff that they speaking about, and in order to try it and not buy it just blind, because a lot of these things can be very expensive, I'll go on to Scent Split so that I can try it out first. The deliveries are very fast when we speak about Scent Split. I mean, I've ordered from them about 3 times, and if you get the 2 to 3 day business plan, that's one thing that they kind of get you over, because it's going to take you probably about a day or 2 for the order to process, and then from the time that it processes, that's when it's going to get 2 to 3 days delivery. So you're not going to get it the next day or the day after that, like if you're getting it delivered from a huge store. So you can get that out of your head. But from everything that all my packages, they come on time, meaning very fast. I can also track them with the software that they give me and through the emails like FedEx and things like that. So that's great. But the bad when we come to Scent Split is the fact that these are going to be mostly blind buys, especially some of these niche fragrances. Because I live in New York, and this is going to go into the second favorite place that I like. But I live in New York, so I have a bunch of places around me. However, there are still some niche fragrances that I'm never going to be able to put my nose on. So Scent Split is going to be a place that you go to majority to get things that's going to beat blind buys. And blind buys could be hit or misses. Second thing is that these packages that they send the Scent Split stuff in is very mid, my people. Very mid. You get some of this stuff and it doesn't seem like you're getting it from a luxury place. It's just a bag. Not even a bag, it's a box, and it comes with confetti, like pieces of cardboard that they just crinkled up and cut up and put inside of a box. So it's not going to be that good of a deal when you get it. You're not going to feel like you're getting anything exclusive or very expensive. And also, they don't give you a lot of discounts and stickers and things like that to come back with it. So again, they do have a large selection. It's going to be mostly blind buys, and It's not gonna make you feel like you really did a good thing with the way that they package these things. It's not gonna make it feel like it's something special. So stay tuned for the number 2 thing, my people. All right, my people, coming in at number 2 is the Big and Bad Bloomingdale's. And this is definitely a place that's gonna have whatever you want depending on the location. And I just so happen to be in New York, and I have 2 great Bloomingdale's. We got the flagship store out there on 59th Street, and I also have a place where I live at, which is Long Island. We have Roosevelt Field Mall, and they have a great Bloomingdale's in there too. So we got 2 of some of the best Bloomingdale's. The flagship store on 59th Street, and I work in Long Island City. It's 2 stops away on the train, and then I live in Freeport. Westbury is right there. And what I like most about Bloomingdale is the fact that you can actually try out a lot of these niche fragrances. You can try out their whole lines. So I'm gonna do a video in the future speaking about Homage and how Homage is one of my favorite houses, and I could go to Bloomingdale's and try out each and every last one of them. I could do the same thing with Tom Ford. They have all the Tom Fords. They have the Mimos out there where I could get the French leather. I can get the African leathers, the African roses. I could get all the Bond number 9s, all the MFKs. All of these fragrance houses, I can check and smell and actually test out each and every one of them and see how they perform. So that's a good thing. I also like the way that the website also works with some of these stores that you can go to. So you can actually shop online, then have them deliver it to the store. Or if they have it in stock on the store, you can actually go there and pick it up. So those 2 things make it great. The fact that you can test out the different houses, the fact that they have a great selection depending on where you are, also the fact that they work in conjunction with the website. These are all things that make it great. Also, you can go in there, you can spark up a conversation with somebody that's working in there. It's easy to, and you can build up a relationship with somebody based off of the fragrances that you guys have left and that you guys like. Bloomingdale's also, sometimes they will give you some sales, but in general, this is gonna lead to the bad. When you go to a place like Bloomingdale's, you're gonna pay high prices for the Bond number 9s, for these niche fragrances. You got to pay a lot for them. Another bad thing about these places is that a lot of times you feel rushed, man. I make a joke about that. The fact that I feel like you were on an open drug market when you go into these fragrance stores, especially like Bloomingdale's, because you can't just go in there and just watch or try to smell a fragrance. Oh, you want something? You want something? They're gonna definitely try to hustle you, son. They definitely gonna try to hustle you in those places. They're gonna make you feel rushed, and there's gonna be mad people around, so you can't get intimate with any of these things when you at a place like Bloomingdale's, especially in a place that's populated like New York and New York City. And the last thing about them, out of all the good things, is the fact that they're still limited. No matter what, it's still limited. You're not gonna get the same selection that you get at a place like Bloomingdale's that you're gonna get at a Scent Split. But overall, it is a great experience, and that is why I have them ranked at number 2, based off the fact that you could go in there and it feeds your addiction very quick. You have a fix, you could go right in there, pick something up, you have it right at hand and go home with it, and you can smell anything you want, basically, depending on your market. So that's, for me, that's why Bloomingdale's is number 2. Stay tuned. And last but not least, my favorite place to buy perfume and cologne from is from fragrance.com, my people. And I gotta tell you about fragrance.com. Now they have a store at Roosevelt Field Mall. In this store, the people in there are cool. First of all, they're young people. I'm not gonna tell you what they like to do, but they not all up in your business. They give you the test strips. They don't bother you. They let you sit there and test whatever you want to test. And they have a very good balance of niche fragrances as well as designer fragrances. So on the wall, they have a bunch of designer fragrances. In the center, they have the Bond number 9s. They also have the MFKs in the center. They have the different creeds. They have a whole bunch of those stuff, and you can actually sit over there and test them, so they're not blind buys. But what I like the most about fragrance.com is the fact that you can actually go online at fragrancenet.com and you can get damn near anything. They got a bunch of travel sizes. They have regular bottle sizes, and whenever you buy something from the store, they're giving you not so much samples, but they are going to give you a whole bunch of coupons where you're getting 30% off, you're getting 25% off, you're getting 15% off. You could go online and search for codes. So you can get a $400 cologne for about $350, sometimes $300, $250 sometimes, depending on the coupon that you have. So when they work in conjunction with each other, I'm telling you, it's official. Plus, you have the fact that they have a whole bunch of travel sizes. And with these travel sizes, again, you don't have to spend $400, $500 for a fragrance that you may not completely like. You can get the travel size and see how they work before you make a full purchase buy. And again, the people at Roosevelt Fillmore, they're not all up on you. They let you take your time, and they let you actually sit there and test fragrances like you would like to do. That's where I've gone to do a lot of my testing. I've gone to spray things to try to smell certain notes and fragrances, and they let me do it. They do not bother me. They just give me the test strips and they let me go about my day. And once again, you can go online and you can look at a lot of the fragrances that they do not have inside of the store. Again, those are going to be blind buys, but at the same time, you're getting a huge chunk of it off when you stop at Fragrance Net. And for these reasons, this is why it's my favorite store. And I found myself shopping there the most out of all of them. I got a mixture of full bottle purchases. I got my molecules from there. I also got Homage from there, and I also got a lot of my travel sizes from Fragrance Net. So I would say shop there. That's what my first place to shop in. So in summary, number one is going to be Fragrance Net, because they have a whole bunch of options. You can buy almost anything. They keep you engaged, where they don't mess with you at Roosevelt Fillmore. They let you take your time and smell whatever you want to smell. You can do comparisons. If you even looking at something and put it inside of your cart, they're going to send you emails saying, did you forget something? Come back over here. So they keep up with you great. So that's why it's my number one. My number two is going to be Bloomingdale's, because again, you can test a lot of the fragrances out. Sometimes they do have sales over there, but you get your hands on everything. And number three was going to be Scent Split, because basically those are blind buys. But that's my list. Let me guys know what's your favorite list and how do you guys get your fragrances. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. This is the Outlier B. We up out here. Peace.